session, Mr. Fleming, who's going to go through the resolution number 716 with him. Fleming? I'll read it as a record for All right, I'll read resolution number 716, resolution of the Mayor and City Council of Laurel, Maryland, approving a memorandum of understanding of the Central Maryland Transit and Mobility Consortium and authorizing the mayor and the City Council of Laurel to sign a memorandum of understanding. Mr. Fleming.
Thank you, Mr. President. You should have a copy of the memorandum of understanding for the Regional Transit Authority. This is basically a memorandum of understanding that we have been entering into for approximately 6 years. The document that you have before you is substantially the same as in years past with a couple of exceptions. One is the documents in the past have been a 1-year agreement. This is a 5-year agreement. This document also sets authority for the commission to establish subcommittees, and the thought process there is that each commissioner, I being one of them, would have to chair a subcommittee. Beyond that, the document also does not have what is called Attachment A, which is the funding schedule that is still being determined by the commission. When I discussed this with the mayor, we basically made the decision that time was of the essence on this document because our current agreement expires the end of this month. So in the interest of having the mayor having the mayor receive the authority to execute the agreement, the mayor has indicated that we would limit our cost participation to the usual $75,000. If anything changed in that, we would bring the document back to this body. That's all I have, sir.
Thank you, sir. Any questions of Mr. Fleming? Mr. Smalls.
Mr. Fleming, unfortunately, at least I didn't have the benefit of having a copy of that MOU. So if it's at all possible, if the council could get a copy of it just so that we have, something for reference. We only have the resolution and not the MOU.
Okay, I apologize for that, but I sent both. You didn't receive?
The other question I have, and it might be more for our legal counsel, is in the last paragraph, be it further resolved, can you tell me what it means by stating in substantially the same form? What does that mean?
Let me pull it up. I have it here. I have it right here. Let me see. That means that, if there are minor punctuation changes or unsubstantive changes,
Okay.
then you wouldn't have to bring it back and the mayor could still sign it. But if there was any substantive change, okay, it would come back. So you're authorizing him to sign it basically as it is now without substantial changes, notwithstanding what Mr. Fleming just said about the funding sheet, which is still to come.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
And that's pretty much what they do in real estate too, that you sign off on a document that gives the preparer the right to change anything
Sure.
minor like that.
Sure. And in this case, since the agreement's running out this month and you're not going to meet again, it makes sense to do this at this time.
Okay. Ms. Nicholas. Ms. Query.
I don't know if it's been asked, but is the funding will be proportional, counties versus city?
Yeah, or 75,000. Is that what you mean?
Well, 75 compared to,
It remains the same. In years past, it's been 75,000, which is basically revenue generated from the taxing district.
thanks.
Okay. Mr. Liz.
Fine, Mr. President.
Okay, thank you, sir. This will be on our agenda this evening, and as I understand it, the administration wishes us to consider suspending the rules so that we can get this signed by the mayor and into effect. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'll go ahead and make copies and distribute them in the next 5 minutes.
Okay, that'd be fine.
To do that.
I'm sorry?
Kim just left to do.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and adjourn the work session unless there's anything else to come up. Mayor, you have anything? Okay, all right, we'll stand adjourned for a few minutes until we get 6 o'clock.